Any questions about last week? Didn't go very far from where you started, but
We had
No,
a
we did a
large
lot of
battle.
gardening.
lots of weird stuff.
I don't remember,
I
Caleb.
think didn't we decide to take a small rest or short rest? I don't know. I said
Well,
small, short rest
you were also trying
after
to
we
take
leave this
her,
room.
the woman, out of the room.
Right,
Oh
and
And I
no,
then
think
that
that
wasn't
you,
didn't
me. That
work
bitch
because
almost
it
killed
kept
me.
yeah,
growing, and so then we wanted to take a short rest, but then we realized it'd grow over us. So I thought we technically left the room and
I
was
don't remember. I
in the
remember
next room.
like we kind of like went back a bit, and eventually, Bagur learned that she does not have a
She
soul.
doesn't have a soul.
Yeah, I remember that because I put it
So
into the
we
quest
did talk
notes.
about taking a short rest, but nothing was really decided. It was
I think
everybody
that's
was
Oh,
where
tired.
we're at. Yeah.
We didn't really do it. I don't remember is if this room where we are has another exit, because I only
I
see the
don't
way
think
we
You
came in.
haven't seen one, but I think,
Oh, because of the grass.
yeah, I think after the battle and like you guys kind of concentrating in the center of the room, you would probably find out that uh, there are more exits at the bottom, but it's kind of weird, and you haven't gone there to see them yourself yet, but you can kind of get a sense that they're there.
Got it.
well, if we go south, we'll round about to the blue woman again. See if we have any trinkets for her.
Could be.
we
Did we
might
get
end up
more
there. Yeah.
eyes? Did we get more of those eyes, or did we only get
No,
one?
I don't think we went to go and
Yeah,
pluck more
I
out.
think we only got one.
Okay.
I want that one. But we do have a
Got
small
some
golden
goo.
flame with an eye on one side and a mouth on the other.
Okay, so checklist. We still have the kids of the moon guy. Still looking for them. We have the eye. We have a magical scroll that we still haven't found out what happens with that because we haven't rested. Uh,
Hey, DM, you said when we rest, does that count as a short rest? We'd know what next
Probably
was,
a
or would
long
it?
rest.
Okay, just want to make sure. Not that I would do anything with that. I'm the only non-magic person here.
No, I have a lot of things to do for a short rest. See those scrolls, set my spell list. Do I actually get rest on those?
Man, I can't do shit on short rests.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything except with the standard hit dice healing or whatever it is.
Yeah, same.
I
Yeah.
do get my animal shapes back, I think.
Oh, and you said I couldn't take out the stuff from the flowers to use as poison, right?
What stuff from the flowers?
The stuff that they spilled in our face.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you said they were like more like stomach acid than anything.
Yeah. It's like a mildly acidic and definitely damaging. Um, but I think, don't you have like an alchemist kit or like a poisoner's kit or something?
Poisoner's kit.
Yeah, anything you could make is probably going to be stronger than if you were to capture it.
Can we still get some of that acid? But we're gonna
Well, I just
need...
figured I would try to. I don't know how to make anything, so I figured I'd take that and see if I could do something with it. But if not, then
Yeah, if you want to grab like, since it's been a while, you could probably get like maybe 2 vials of it if you want.
Just a handful.
okay.
Put your hand in it.
And I think I would know this in character, but out of character. So, are you saying I can't make any kind of like distill anything or make a kind of poison out of it.
Well,
It'd
you
be
have a-
kind of just like an acid flask.
Oh, to just chuck at someone.
So yeah, you
acid.
could chuck at something, or maybe if like there's something you want to dissolve, it might help. It probably won't get very far.
Nah, that's cool. Then I don't care.
Okay.
Thank you though.
And also while you guys are kind of starting to think about what you're doing next, there are some flowers growing nearby that look reminiscent of the orchid men that you killed already.
Okay, let's leave. Balthiel, how many hit points do you have?
I'm not doing too great.
Do you need a hand? I can heal you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm running a little low on some gas here.
Yeah.
Let's do the rooms first. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at first level because I only have one left for second. Not gonna
Okay.
be a lot, but
I'll take it. Fuck, I'll take it. Thank you.
let's see. Level 1.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
That's 6. 6 more.
It's not bad.
I come uncomfortably close. I touch your face. I cover your whole face with my hand. Like,
His face is the damage part mostly.
here you go.
I'm just like awkwardly staring as you release your hand. Thank you.
You look
Very
better
good.
before
So,
you
where
hit
are we going?
I guess I will try to go and lead a path down. We'll call it south to
Okay.
the kind of door to things we see there.
Okay.
All right.
You do have to carve your way through the plants as you move again. And once you get within, so that you can kind of see enough through the vines to see what you're looking at, these are 5 doors right next to each other.
Oh, they all go to different places?
They are all closed.
What's behind door number 3?
Why don't you walk through and find out?
Who has... Somebody have like a high passive perception?
I've only got
Like
15.
14.
I
Let me
haven't
see,
looked at the
let me
character
see.
sheet yet.
I have 12.
14.
So 15 would be our highest.
That's probably fine. I'll say that you notice arcane markings on all 5 of the doors.
Fuck.
Do they mean anything to any of to Balthiel or me? Or wait,
After he
Aethas,
points them
can you
out,
do magic?
somebody could make an Arcana check.
I'm really bad at Arcana, so I can help somebody else if they're better at it than me.
I don't have. I'm not great at it. No.
It's usually
I'm not great
arcane.
either.
I'm not particularly good.
All right, well,
I mean,
I guess we'll just take our luck.
This is what the arcane casters are for, that we don't have any of.
Yes. All right, well, YOLO. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Oh, mine was.
All right.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
All right, what do I know?
Everything. You know the secrets to the universe at this point.
So these doors are all designed to... Each of them bestows a minor curse when you walk through it, and it also removes a minor curse when you walk through it, but they're not necessarily... It doesn't remove itself, it removes what you would probably infer from the 5 doors. It removes a curse from one of the other doors. So these are
Okay.
kind of
Go
low-level
back.
powered things, but they're... Like, any curse is definitely an inconvenience, of course.
It's like a little puzzle.
If we go back, the rose room also goes south.
But like from your natural 20, you would infer that there's not really a way that you can tell to game the system to come out without a curse. You're going to have a curse, but you could walk through different doors and kind of choose a curse that you would left with, but you're still going to be cursed.
Do we notice when we get a curse lifted? Like, when we don't have it anymore?
The door, a door will remove a curse, but you won't know which door removes which curse.
Yeah, no, I mean like in character, if I touch a door and I get cursed, when I walk through a door, will I notice that that is gone if I walk through the right one?
That might depend on the curse. I'm not sure.
Okay,
Can
and
Belthiel tell if they would be permanent curses?
Uh, they they do not have like a set duration in the spell, so they would probably be permanent until dispelled by powerful enough magic.
and
Can we resist them somehow? Like, do we have a resistance for that? Or it just happens as soon as you touch it?
So, sorry, DM, go ahead.
I don't think you don't believe that these could be resisted. Most of the magic, the power of the magic is in that aspect of it, making it not be resisted. But by a product of that, the curses themselves aren't very powerful.
and from the way you described it, is it possible to get like more than one curse? Because if you go through a door that doesn't dispel the curse you already have, wouldn't you just gain another curse on top of that?
Yes.
In theory, one of us could open all 5 doors and walk through all 5 of them. That would be like the easiest solution, but maybe they don't even remove their own curse, maybe another curse from another room.
Or we could go back to the rose room, which is right over there, and then go south.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That sounds like a better idea, yeah.
yeah. I don't even get
least
my
for now.
remove curses until later, much later.
I don't know
Your
if I
curse
even
is
get
somehow
one
to
of those.
not allow you to use that.
What's that?
I was just saying, what if the curse you got going through that was just to somehow not allow you to
Well,
use
you know
that?
what? Fuck that curse.
I mean, if it's a curse that you can't cast Dispel Magic, there would be worse curses to have.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually gonna cast remove curse, but now that you say dispel magic, maybe I have that.
Maybe you could
Uh,
dispel it from the door.
You think?
Do
It
I have?
can't be resisted. You would think that. I don't know. This is all super metagame.
Yes, I would agree with that.
I forgot that there's a difference between remove curse and dispel magic.
I didn't know that dispel magic was a thing, so
Caleb, question.
What's up?
I don't have it prepared, but Lesser Restoration says that. Oh no, never mind. It actually says what condition can it remove.
Yes.
Blinded, deaf, and paralyzed or poisoned. Nope, doesn't include curses.
Well, we should probably make the decision before we're surrounded by plants and also covered in vines.
Yeah,
I say
let's
we
go
go
to the
back.
rose room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go back.
Okay, cool.
Let's avoid knowing we're going to get cursed.
Yeah.
That roll was there for a reason.
So you guys hack your way through the overgrowth, and you end up like maybe misjudging the direction a bit and hit the wall first, but you eventually find the door that leads into the overgrown room with the roses. Let me move you over there.
I remember why we didn't go south now. It's because the roses really freaking hurt and we wanted to go through them.
By the way,
Oh, I rolled
Have the
stealth.
roses-
I should have mentioned that, but I rolled stealth. There it is.
okay. By the way, did the roses do anything when I transformed into the wolf, or have they changed in any way?
No, not that you can tell.
All right.
And I'm still wearing mine on my shirt.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Same.
There was a torch in this room that went off, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So it is a little dark in here.
I'm
Well,
gonna
actually,
do it
very
Have the light
dark
craft.
in
spell
here, I
going.
guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna try
So
to light it
using,
up again with Druidcraft.
if you can see it. So you'd need probably to use his light spell in order to be able to see the torch.
You want some light?
I don't see it with my dark vision.
Not really. Because of
This is
partially the
magical
overgrowth
focus.
and it absorbing
Mm.
a lot more light than anything else normally would.
Okay, I don't see crap then. Um, is your light like? Can you cast that at will?
Yep.
Right then, yes, please light it up.
All right. Do you have a weapon?
I have a falchion, I think. What's the name of my sword?
Scimitar? Since you're a druid?
Yeah, that one.
All right.
I don't know a lot about it, but
All right. Hold it up in the air.
okay. Not in the face.
There you go.
Ah, my beautiful eyes.
So I believe, if I remember right, the light goes about a third as much as you would expect it to in this room, but otherwise, yeah,
Yeah.
you can get a much better view, and you do see like a faint glimmer of light towards what would be the south, where you can infer the door exists.
Hmm. Well, since I have the light, I guess I'll take point.
I'll head ahead of you, and since I'm ranged, I technically can move through difficult terrain easier, and I'd like to try to pick out a slightly safer path.
Okay.
Sure.
Do we wait for you or?
Yes. What sort of thing should I roll for that?
Um, that's
Just
a
so
good question.
we as a party don't get hurt quite as much by the roses or whatever.
Survival, please.
All right.
Good.
Yes, you managed to save a particularly good amount of time. Since they're kind of, I guess, growing more towards the center of the room, if you stay around the walls, it's easier to like use like weapons and sticks and stuff to push like most of the brush away from you, so you can kind of walk around the outside. But I'm gonna roll an encounter check since it's been a while you're in this room. But you don't hear anything out of the ordinary as you continue southward. And once you get to this door, you see
Could I pick like one or two more roses on the way while we walk?
yes. Just for funsies, I'll ask you to make a sleight of hand check to try to do it without getting poked.
That doesn't
Sleight of
sound very
hand. There we go.
That's
Yeah,
good
that's my
enough.
hand?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
pull like another 2 or 3.
All right. Put them in my stuff. I have almost enough for a bouquet.
Inside this room, let me pull a page for it. This is super weird, super fun.
Because nothing else here has been weird.
Yeah, guys, you just passed all of the normal rooms.
So you come in from the north-ish. You can see an exit here-ish. And here-ish. Inside this room, around... So draw something here. In the corner, there is a very large locust. He's about a foot long.
Okay, so large for a locust, not a large-sized creature.
Right. And around him, there's like a massive pile. It's not very organized, it's just a big pile of books.
Where are we in relation to the locust?
Actually, let me move everything. I think this is what they're supposed to be. So you guys are coming in through the north over here.
Does
Okay.
the
Still
locust
stealth
see us?
behind everyone, yeah.
Right now, it seems to have its back turned to you, and it's got a book open in front of it.
Could it be
Okay.
that it's actually
Then,
reading?
I'll just get in position in case shit goes down, and then if nothing happens, we can just do. Yeah.
I'm gonna approach.
I'll
I
go
go to
with
this corner over here and try to get into a point where I can attack it if need be.
I'll go with Ballfield because last time that worked.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can't trust a bug reading, who can you trust?
True, true.
Yeah, I guess when I came in the room, I kind of stepped aside, saw it there, just trying to gesture people towards the other open door.
Question, Caleb. Since I grew up in the wild, raised by wolves, I don't know how to read, right?
At least according to 5th
thought
edition,
you
if you
read
know how to speak
already.
the language, you know how to read it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think there was something else you read already, like in our first session. So I mean,
So, like,
continuity and all
maybe,
that.
like, you've picked up books along the way or something. It's up to you. Like, if you don't want to be able to read, you can kind of work around that.
I don't really know that. It would be fun. And then again, I could kill everyone because I don't know how to read.
Which would also be fun. Go for it.
That too, yeah. All right, let's go with I don't know how to read.
So you guys approach, and eventually as you get closer, you see it actually had two books. One of them, it was reading, and the other one was more under it, and it was ripping apart the binding and eating it.
Fuck.
I want to lean to Balvian and tell him, like, I don't know if that's how you use books.
But it turns to you, and it says, "Why, hello there."
Hi.
Hello, quite a collection you've got there.
Oh, yes, I do love to read.
Yes, and eat as well. And I sort of point to the other book.
Well, I do get hungry sometimes.
Well, that's
This
certainly
glue
one
tastes
way.
delicious.
Oh, that's one way to absorb the knowledge for sure.
Well, I read them first, silly.
Oh, so you have a good memory. You memorize the books, so you don't have to keep reading them over.
Yeah, I'd try to.
Interesting. Do you have any? What are your books about exactly?
Well, I kind of limited with what I can get in here. Most of these are just cheap romance novels, but some of them are more fun.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. And what exactly are you doing here?
Well, what are you doing here?
We've
It's just a
we've
garden,
come to explore the maze.
a
Now we're
maze.
exploring.
That sounds fun.
So far, it's been more interesting than fun. And I just sort of like cover my multiple wounds across my body as I'm still injured.
Well, do you like the garden so far?
Some parts, the little tree men tried to kill me not too long ago. I don't really want to talk about it. It's still very fresh in my mind. It still burns a little bit.
They smell nice though.
They seem to leave me alone.
They must like you more. You must be more handsome than I am.
Well, that's very nice of you to say.
So, what exactly do you do when you're not eating or reading?
Well, I try to talk to anybody that stops by. I'm,
Oh,
just hungry for knowledge, hungry for books, good conversation.
have you seen anybody recently?
There's the bird people that come by every once in a while, but they're no fun to talk to. They just argue amongst themselves.
Of course, the bird people. Have you seen any moon people by chance?
I don't think I've ever heard of a moon person.
Well, you'd certainly remember them if you knew.
Like round face. They don't let you move if they look at you. No, doesn't ring a bell.
No.
By the way, do you leave this room? Because there's a couple of animals that I would like to ask you about in other rooms.
Well, I try to stay in the gardens.
All right, question. A couple rooms ago, I think it still was the garden. There was a gigantic snail, like really big. Is he friendly? He tried to eat me if I come too close. Do you know that?
I don't think I've made it that far. Is that back where you came? And he points at the door you came through. 'Cause I don't like going
I
through that way.
I think so. I think it's two rooms that way. Yeah.
Yeah, the darkness and the spikies spook me.
No. Fair enough. Um.
Do you guys
Well,
have any books?
I have a copy of my holy text if you'd like to read that,
Oh, can I?
but I would need it back.
Oh,
Actually,
nah,
let me check my
I
sheet.
I can't really
I'll
like
step out to
read, so I don't have any. Sorry.
I'll
oh,
step
that must
out
be
to
sad.
talk to him real quick. I unstealth myself, I guess, or whatever.
Oh, well, hello there.
Excuse me. Hi. Uh, I was wondering, in any of those books of yours, does it tell you anything about, any soul snatchers or people without souls?
No, I don't think that's anything that these books would tell me.
All right, and one final thing. I have this book here. I will need it back, but if you'd like to take a look at it, it's written in a mysterious language that I haven't been able to decipher.
Well, let me have a look there.
All right, and I hand him my weird ass book.
What book did you get?
It's from his
It-
backstory.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. We haven't seen that book before, right?
no, I haven't really talked about it or shown anybody, but that was like my motivation for.
Hmm. Okay.
No, this
so-
definitely not any language I've seen before.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
The glue smells
And
amazing, though.
Doesn't it? It's so amazing. I am going to grab it very gingerly though, like not quite holding onto the book the way most people would hold on to a book, and kind of just like pack it away very softly.
I'm gonna ask him what does he know about the surrounding rooms. So, what do you know about the surrounding rooms?
Well,
It's my best RP, thank you.
down through that little hole, and he indicates like about a dog-sized hole behind his pile of books. It's a weird room. There's, I think the bird people used to be in there, but they're not anymore. And other people that go in there all act kind of funny.
This room is the one he means?
Yes, that's the direction he indicated.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this
Go
room?
through and look. Sorry,
Oh
both
yeah,
of us.
that's a fun room. It's very pretty.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, just look for yourself. It reminds me of a warm, sunny day.
Cool. I want to go see.
I wanna look through the south. Oh, welcome back.
Thanks, sorry.
You're fine.
I guess I'm going too.
All right, and I'm just poking my head through the southern door through the dog hole or whatever.
Do we have a halfling in the group? No, that was
Yeah.
Tara.
No, I'm the
Yeah, no,
halfling.
but
Oh, you're the
Yeah,
halfling.
she was a gnome. So we'll do the west room first. It is a mosaic floor with all kinds of colorful tiles, but a lot of it is yellow and red and white. And the center is a little bit dark, but the rest of it glows as if it was a star.
Can I roll to see if this is the same mosaic as before? Or do I know if it's the same mosaic floor room as before?
The mosaic you saw before was like the monster kind of thing in the mosaic.
Right.
And
Yeah.
this doesn't, I mean, the colors don't really move like as if it was alive like the other one, but it is like magically bright in some fashion.
Okay. Thank you.
And to the south, you get kind of glimpses. This room has like some beds. It's got some chairs, but they're all ruined, tangled up, and kind of discarded. There's a little bit of overgrowth that also shows the room's been in disuse. You get kind of a strange scent, like wafting. You only like bend down to the hole to get a better view, but like a strange scent is kind of wafting in. And that's just about it. You don't see anything moving in there right now.
All right, so then I get up. I Hey, Locust. Oh, what was your name?
Oh, that's right. My name's Celandine. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Leaf. Nice to meet you. Would it be okay if I scratched your head?
I don't think I'd like that.
All right. Well, thank you for your help.
Oh, are you guys gonna be leaving me then?
Probably.
We can come back maybe if we find more books.
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, if we find any, we'll come back and give them to you. How's that?
That sounds amazing.
Awesome.
Sorry, Caleb. What did he say was his name?
Celandine.
Celandine.
I'm gonna
I'm
spell it
entering it right
really
now.
wrong.
I spelled it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So, are we moving?
I think we're going to go into the. It sounds like we're going to go into the bright room. I think.
Seems more
Oh, and I
favorable.
described what I saw in the other room, unless you want me to actually describe it to them.
No, that's okay. So looking at the bright room, it is very bright. Like it's almost like looking into the sun. So you kind of like have to shield your eyes from the floor in order to be able to see, and like you might even be tempted to close your eyes.
I'm gonna try something weird. I'm not gonna walk in, but out of the roses that I have in my hair, I want to put them close to my eyes and see if it dims the light or it helps somehow.
That definitely helps. It's dark enough. It's kind of like football players putting the black paint under their eyes. It helps get rid of like a lot of the
Okay.
glare, but
But I can still see fine.
it's still pretty bright.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad I don't have light sensitivity.
Yeah, no kidding.
Same.
So who's going first?
I guess I will, but I'm guessing that if I tried to stealth, it'd be with disadvantage since it's so bright, right?
There's not really a place to hide or to like break line of sight in this room. It's just a pretty.
Okay, great. So in that case, instead of going first, I when um, Bagir says that, I push Balthiel.
Jesus Christ, man.
Before I go into the room, I'm gonna say like, "Thank you, Celandine. Bye."
I'm going
And
to say
Cyber,
bye
by
as
the
well.
way, bye.
You hear like
Good.
a locusty buzz.
Buzz, buzz.
All right. So what do we have here? Can I don't know if I can do this or the rogues are the ones that do this. Can I check to see if there's any traps?
How would you want to do that? Because looking down would be pretty detrimental to your vision.
Hmm. I think I have. Where is it? All right. So I have something kind of heavy. I have a hunting trap. I'd like to throw it into the room to see if maybe something starts to move or something changes when this hits the floor.
Okay. The scale in the picture that you see isn't exactly to scale. I would say this room, maybe 25 feet across. Let me see if I can change the scale. Oh, made a mistake. So about how far would you want to throw the trap?
I want to throw it here to the middle of the room,
Okay.
like slide it through the floor to see if there's any change on any of the tiles.
Um.
So do you want me to roll something for that or it just happens?
I don't think I can think of a way to make a roll for that. I think so. You kind of slide it across, and
Yeah.
The floor is like a little bit slick, so it does slide pretty nicely, but not really slick enough to give you any trouble walking across it. But as it gets to closer to the middle, you hear silence for a bit, and then lots of clangs as it crashes into something.
It crashed into something? Like, do I say it hit something or just hear
You
it?
can't see it because you can't really look up or look down towards where it went. You kind of close your eyes and threw it across the floor. But you heard silence, like you heard it skid for a while, then you heard silence, and then you heard it crash.
Hmm.
Oh. There might be a pit.
That may actually be a hole, yeah. So walk real close to the wall, maybe, trying to avoid that black place.
And we don't see any of the other entrances or exits because it's so bright.
While
here.
you were like back in Celandine's room, it was easier to see like straight across because you didn't have the light shining directly in your eyes, so you can see that there is an exit straight across.
All right, so I guess we follow the wall, looking up with our eyes closed, and hope no one dies.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna like
We
I'm gonna
can
walk with
tie each
like
other.
the roses to my eyes, just in case, to see if maybe it helps me see without closing the eyes. I don't want to go in blind, really.
We can lash ourselves to each other if we need to, or feel
That's
the
true.
need
Oh,
to.
yeah, with the ropes.
Yeah, just in case one of us falls or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
sure,
good
let's
idea.
do that. That way, if one person falls, they can take the rest with them.
It's like climbing. It's a very sound technique. Except if I fall, I'm definitely dragging everyone because I'm in heavy armor.
Yeah,
and
maybe I
I'm,
should
like,
go first
super
since I'm the
small and
Yeah,
lightest.
heavy.
possibly. Wait, maybe I can go first if the roses thing works. Like, I have, how many did I get in the end? I have 6 of those roses. So I wanna like hold them under my eyes to see if they absorb the light and see how that works before we walk in.
It definitely helps a little bit just because you can't like cover the entire floor of your vision with the roses. There's still enough light entering into your eyes where you're like really squinting, and you can't really look down much at all. But it definitely does give you like a better view of the ceiling, which doesn't seem to stand out to you at all.
All right. Maybe if I walk like this, I can lead you guys just in case.
All right, so let's tie ourselves up.
Are good?
Oh, maybe take the blunted sword out and just like kind of use it as a walking stick. And if you feel nothing, then don't walk there.
Who has that, by the way?
It's in the bag, I think.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Okay, who would like it? Since I have the bag.
Well, since I'm going in front, I'll get it. I'll use it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know if the hole magically sucks things in which case we may lose the sword, but whatever. If it's the stupid sword, I don't know why we picked it up.
Because it's loot.
Blunted sword has been removed from inventory. Or
Alright.
bag of holding.
So you guys take a couple minutes and just get a couple loops around each other with the rope and pull that out and start making your way across one of the walls. You don't feel. You kind of watch your path closely with the sword, and just being in the room, you feel like warmth, like the being outside on a summer day, and your feet start to get a little bit warm, and the sword starts to warm up, but not necessarily enough to hurt yourself.
Alright. I'm gonna try to walk at a slow pace just in case that I hit something I have the time to stop.
Okay. You
Hey,
guys.
DM.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the bag of holding, and what was that wand? I'm finally gonna label it because you told us like 4 times now.
Oh, right.
That was a wand of fireball, right?
The wand
No,
you
it
got
was
on
like
that was wrapped up in the painting.
yeah.
That was like a modified version of rope trick that lasts for about 8 hours. So you can use that to get an uncomfortable but relatively safe short or long rest.
Oh, it's the one that makes
Okay,
the
cool.
like the
Um,
gate.
Does it have charges or like once per day or like or as soon as
Once
we
per day.
do?
Once per day.
Oh fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so basically it allows us to rest wherever once we finally get to a point where we need
That's
to rest. Because we've
fantastic.
only been up for like what?
Like a
2
day, if
hours
that.
now, maybe?
Yeah. I
I
need
mean,
a nap clearly.
Yeah,
last fight
it's
was
been
within
a
an hour of our
long
first
2
fight.
hours. I
Um,
guess with the amount of time it took us to get through the roses, it'd probably be like 3 hours at most.
Yeah, probably 3-ish, maybe 3.5.
Assuming we started at 8, that means it's only like 11:30, like barely lunchtime.
You guys are definitely starting to feel hungry as well, but you trudge on
We should have a
through
picnic in this summer room.
the rest of the room, and you end up rounding the corner. You get stop squinting. Your eye muscles feel a little bit strained. But you had no issues walking around the outside of it.
And did we
In
reach
this
the
room,
door?
however, is
Sorry, what happened with the room?
you made it through.
All right.
Alright, cool.
Yay. GM, you're messing with our heads, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, like, cool, we're all dead.
He was getting the next room ready for us.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I want to describe this because this is going to be a little spooky.
Describe it that way. Be like, so this is a little spooky room.
Um, Inside, there is a woman dressed all in black. She's got a hood like over her head, but that doesn't stop strange ink-like antlers coming out of her head in all directions, and they're constantly flowing and changing into symbols, shapes, uh, just like indecipherable. Um, and I believe she just turns to you as you enter. This is also the room which is on the other side of the 5 doors.
Oh.
All right.
Well, it's a good thing. Who suggested that we go around? Because that person is a fucking genius.
Everyone suggested
Well,
it.
I suggested we go through the rose room and down and around. And then
Leaf, you are a fucking genius, and everyone agreed.
Leaf and Athas, because you and I were like, maybe we can dispel it.
I'm like, that's fine. I'll go through a fucking door. I don't care. Whatever. My God will protect me.
Okay, so she turns and she just looks at you. She almost looks like she's thinking to herself.
I definitely can't stealth because we just walked out of a super bright room, right? So I can
And-
just say
yeah.
hi.
And we're
You
all
can try
tied
to
together.
pop back around the corner, but you wouldn't be able to see anything.
And then around the corner back into the bright room.
Yes, so like she wouldn't be able to see you, but you wouldn't be able to see anything that's going on.
But you will
I
have
think
to untie yourself.
whatever's about to
And yeah,
happen.
depending like unless you're last, that's probably going to be way more complicated because you're all
Yeah,
tied.
no,
Wait.
I was second.
1 sec. Okay. How tall is Leaf? How big is he?
Give me a second and I'll give you the actual size.
Because
5'11".
I'm 7 feet and 200 pounds, and I'm at the front, so maybe I Maybe they don't see him.
Well, I'm like right behind you. Like I think I was
Ah.
second.
Yeah. In that case, no, not gonna work.
After an uncomfortable pause of her standing there, she
Can I wave?
says
We've just
in a
been looking
shrill
at her.
voice, "Who are you?"
Oh, I'm
Hi.
Lee. Nice to meet you.
My name is Bagur. Hi. We are explorers
Explorers.
of the maze. You could say so.
I give a thumbs up to them.
So, who are you, by the way?
If we may know, if that's okay.
He's raised by wolves.
Her-
They don't know it better.
Their manners, yeah.
He's a wild child. Sorry
Her
about him.
ink-like antlers start like frantically moving and shifting, and she like stands there,
while this is
unmoving for a
happening-
while, for like 10 seconds of just
After
awkward
they said-
silence.
After they said I was raised by
I'm
wolves.
unwrapping the rope from myself. So
Yeah. I'm gonna go around taking the rope off everyone.
Well,
and
no one
backing it
has
back
stopped
up.
me, so I keep talking like, where are we right now?
You came
What
in
kind of-
from approximately the east side.
Yeah, no, I'm asking her like, where are we right now? Like, does this have a name? Because we've been in the garden, and I'm not sure we're still there. And somebody once talked about something about a wedding, and I'm not sure if this is close to that.
About as you're halfway through that sentence, she answers your first question and says, "I am Alphadred.
Alpha Dread.
Do you like
Alphadred.
my son? I painted it."
It's very bright. Yeah.
It's like a nice
I
sunny
whisper,
day.
I whisper to everyone, don't critique the art.
Oh crap. Now I remember that. Well, I already said it.
How long have you been here?
Can you, just for my purposes, can you repeat what you were trying to say, Bigor?
I just said that it was very bright.
Oh, what were you trying to say about like where are you?
Oh yeah. Where are we right now? If this room has a name or something. Oh, she's in slow-mo.
She eventually answers, "These are the gardens, as you can see," and kind of like waves her hand across like some of the vines on the walls and stuff.
Okay, so there are still like plants and stuff. We're not.
Yes.
Okay. Do you grow this yourself?
After another uncomfortable silence, she just says simply, "No."
This is gonna take forever.
Do you know where these other two doors lead? To the one across from us and to the south?
She takes an extra long time, this time, and says, "You did not ask about those doors," and she points towards the 5 doors.
Ah, yes, we know where those lead.
You see kind of like a jolt through her antlers, and she like sits more upright, or stands more upright, and like takes a step towards you. Says, "Did you do anything?"
No. A locust told us a few rooms back about where those doors lead.
Roll a deception check.
Oh!
Oh damn! Even I believe him.
What did you get? How many in the room?
He got a natural
No,
20 with a total of 22.
Oh, nice.
Damn, I should have come up with a better lie. Like,
You're gonna give me all your gold.
yeah, no, I'm completely psychic, and I know that, like, I'm
You are the Medusa.
yeah.
It would not do well if she were disturbed.
Why?
Why not?
Her death keeps the lich in check.
Do you know where, like, give me a second to rephrase this, actually. All of that was in character, by the way, even though give me a second to rephrase this. Okay.
Is she somehow connected to his phylactery?
He's what?
His phylactery, a lich's life essence. If you kill a lich, he could be reborn. This is totally meta, but if you kill a lich, he can be reborn because his phylactery is still somewhere. So in order to kill a lich, you have to possess or gain control or destroy his phylactery.
Oh, okay.
Also, do you know where her soul is so we don't accidentally disturb it?
You just finished that question as she answers the previous one with a flat no.
Okay.
And now we wait for her to answer my question, maybe.
Oh my god, this is exasperating.
You should not mess with things you don't understand.
In my head, I'm thinking, is she autistic or something?
I would like not to mess with things that I don't understand, but I need to know what those things are to not mess with.
The Medusa's prisoners are hers to mess with.
I'm just asking what I don't touch. Like, where is her soul so I don't accidentally give it back to her?
Finally, she just says, if you're not going to run the doors to amuse me, you should leave this place.
To amuse her?
And she
Um,
Fair
kind
enough.
of waves towards the 5 doors on the north side.
The cursed ones.
Give me a second. My brother's calling. And I ignored him, but then he called back. So
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna ask her, are you Medusa's prisoner?
oh my god.
This is
I've got to
amazing
like
RP.
reference a couple things just to make sure I don't lie to you.
Yeah, no, I'm actually saying that incorrect. Like, oh god.
She kind of just says cryptically, aren't we all?
Not really.
I mean, we can't leave at will, so
Yeah, but then again, she didn't take us here. So technically, not her prisoners, I would say.
sorry about that. I'm back.
It's okay. She has been really slow to answer, as usual.
Yeah, they asked
And
if she was a prisoner, and she just said like, aren't we all?
I mean, You
And
don't have to be.
she kind of I'll say she starts walking this way. Um, and she calls to something you can't see.
Let's go south now.
And
Yep, I'm leaving. I'm
she
out.
says,
Peace.
you hear her say, Orlok, escort them out.
Dashing. I'm dashing as fast as my heavy armor can take me.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
And we exit
I'm
to the
waving.
south, like not even looking through what the door is.
I'm gonna walk backwards, like behind them, the last one, because I actually want to see what is that's coming.
I'm gonna try to
Great.
hide on this side of people as they're walking to the door.
Let me pull up new page. I might have had art for this one, I can't remember. Yeah, kind of. So as the last thing that you see as you leave the room, is a very strange. Do I have art for him? Yeah, I'll just pop this up quick. It's a weird, like, creature. It's got like 4 cans and like just a round face.
So
Like
like
a
an
golem?
odd golem.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and then
All right, I saw him. I'm out.
yeah, and then you deal with what you've got in front of you. Switch pages back again.
I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
gonna try
guys,
to
there's a
stealth.
gigantic golem, and then what
Cause
is
yeah, this
going
looks
on here?
sketchy as fuck. Like the second we walk through, I'm like, no, I'm hiding.
There are among this room. There are several, just different groups in different clusters, kind of talking amongst themselves, doing other things.
The bird love the argue.
Yeah,
right?
these are what you can guess Celandine was talking about the bird people. But it is almost plainly obvious that these are people in bird masks. And not necessarily, like, the feathers on their face don't look real, etc.
Okay.
But they're all like talking in shrill voices to themselves, and occasionally you hear like a caw.
I'm gonna whisper to Bagor and just be like, "Why is everyone so weird here?"
I'm gonna whisper back like, maybe it's the water or the lack of, because we haven't seen
lean
any.
towards I lean towards Balthio and be like, "You're asking the wrong person."
True, very true. Okay, I'm gonna
Hey.
walk up and I'm gonna say, "Hello, good afternoon," and
I
do like
get
a little
away
half bow.
from him so they don't see me wherever I'm stealth.
Yeah, I'll just distract them while you stealth.
I'm gonna stay by the door to see if maybe the golem is following us.
Okay, let me reorganize my book here. It's falling off. So there's definitely like more than 10 of these people here.
I'm gonna be by the door, watching if the golem comes here, and I'm gonna be whispering to myself, "Please don't start the fight. Please don't start the fight. Please don't start the fight."
Just give me like a minute just to make sure I don't mess this up, please.
Okay,
Sure.
take your time.
So far, they told us don't make any enemies, and we've already murdered a lot of them. So we're doing
Meh.
pretty great, right?
We made a new friend. The Locust is our friend.
Yeah, the only enemy we've really made is the Medusa for killing your son,
And
which
the
is
moon
pretty
guy,
bad. But
And the
And-
moon guy.
and the flower people.
And
the
possibly the
Medusa-
golem in the back room.
Yeah, the
there is a difference. He may be blackmailing us, but he's not our
Fair enough.
enemy yet.
fair enough.
The flower people aren't real people. They're just a thing guarding the Sleeping Beauty. who
But
is
they're still our
apparently
enemies.
horribly
So-
evil.
You approach a group and they all turn to you, and like you can even see like one of them didn't have their mask on, doesn't have their mask on straight. You can see like almost human skin underneath it. And like one of them says like "caw" as he turns. Another one says in a shrill voice like, "Who are you?"
And I just sort of whisper to myself, okay, let's try this again. And I'm going to nod and say, hello, we are explorers of this place. My name is Balthiel.
What do you want?
We just came into the room just to see what was in here. We don't particularly want anything.
Well, this is our room, don't you see? This is our room.
And who are you, kind sir?
I am Agrimony of the Oku.
Of the Oku. Ah, okay. And is this your flock?
Don't like. I'm gonna be at the door like that, like no, don't, no.
These
Trying to
these
be
are the
birds.
last of our people.
I'm
What
gonna
happened?
motion to Balthiel to ask about the old room they were in, but I'm completely messing up the hand signals for it.
That would make sense because I didn't hear half of what you said except for I'm messing up the hand gestures, so that message was totally not received.
Well, okay.
I'm going to. I completely forgot what I was going to do. I was going to ask them what are they doing in the maze? Are they prisoners of the Medusa or are they explorers?
We serve Alpha Dread.
Alpha Dread, I see. And who is this mighty Alpha Dread?
That was the witch that you just met.
Oh, okay. The other lady. I thought
Yeah,
she
the
was a
one in the
centaur.
room just passed.
Oh, okay. Yes, we've just met her. She seems quite powerful. And what is it that you do for her?
Has she willed you live?
Yes, if she did not want me to live, I'm sure I would have been smitten down by now. Don't you think?
Yes, yes, yes. And they all like cheer like and caw in unison, and that attracts the attention of a couple other groups that start to like make their way over.
And I would say that, we met her and we lived. Clearly, we have earned some sort of favor.
Oh, you're pushing it too far. Out of character.
It's-
like
That's not exactly a deception. She did let us live.
Not technically, she did call a golem on
kicked
us.
us out of her room.
That doesn't, but we still lived, and maybe that means something.
So
She
some
wanted us
some of
gone,
them
not dead.
cheer and chant yes, 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 and like some more of them chant like rejudgment, rejudgment.
Okay.
Is the
What other
golem
doors
coming
are
here?
there in this room?
What was that question?
What doors are there in this room? It's the green one. to the right,
Yeah, where's my map? So I will draw some. So you came in through this northish door. And this is an exit here. And this is an exit here. And there is kind of like an inner room you can kind of see
Just
into
in
with a couple
case-
more bird people.
Okay, just in case we do have to like kill everybody, how many are there?
There's at least 10, but like some of them you can hear voices echoing around some of the corners.
Okay.
So there's probably more.
Too many to handle.
Yeah, but they're yelling some of them are yelling read judgment, so I'm not feeling comfortable here.
Yeah,
Some
same.
of the Oku start to
You can
talk
take
to
it
each
now.
other. It says, they have been judged already. Why do they need to be judged again? Well, clearly we need Alpha Dread to judge them again, and they start like talking
I'm
amongst
going
themselves.
I'm going to look at the ones who are saying read judgment, and I'm going to say, do you doubt her? Do you not
Oh,
believe
my
her
gosh.
judgment is?
What are you doing?
I'm going for it, man. I'm going for it.
Some of the ones that started with the cheering before kind of start backing you up. Says, yes, do you doubt our leader Alpha Dread? And like
You say you serve her, but you do not listen to her wise words.
the tone of the room
She
starts
has
to
judged
change,
us.
and they start to like raise their voices more,
gonna
but
be-
not to you, to each other.
I'm gonna be at the door saying like, maybe that column is not such a bad idea anymore.
Well, I think we have a better chance of the golem, but not with Alpha Dread herself.
Possibly.
It's Alpha Dread. I mean, come on.
And they end up like the argument amongst themselves end up picking up, and like you're kind of just a couple of you that started the conversation are kind of just like stuck in a ring of them, and they're all just like yelling at each other like just through you, like they almost
Okay,
don't
I'm
even pay you.
I'm gonna take a
I am
little
not in
mental
that
note and
ring,
call
though,
this room
because I'm
Syria.
stuck in the corner, right? Everyone talked at the same time. I'm not in that ring though because I
Right. It was
stuck in the
just
corner,
like the
right?
couple people that wanted to try to talk.
And I
Okay,
was at
so
the door
Begur
too.
and Balthio.
Yeah, mostly Balthio.
I'm in that ring too.
No,
I thought
not if you don't want to be. If you want to stay in the door, that's fine.
No, I was at the door looking at the golem. I don't
Yeah.
think so. I
Yeah.
haven't talked to them, no.
Oh, okay. So it's only Balthio.
I think so, unless Athos wanted to talk to them.
I haven't said anything yet. I wasn't
Yeah, so
planning on it.
so he's kind of just like in a ring of them, and they're all just arguing amongst themselves, and more of them are like approaching and just joining in the argument.
Uh-huh.
We should capture them all and bring them to Alpha Dread for judgment. No, that's a terrible idea. She's already judged them. They just left.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna do something here on my computer. Just a sec.
Sure. What would it take for me to try to mimic one of them? Since they don't know where I'm at, I just kind of like throw my voice out and like, or we should just kick them out of the room. Like, if we don't know what to do with them.
I'd allow a deception roll for that.
Deception. All right.
Yeah.
How
Based
about
on
would that count, or is that just hand stuff?
No, sleight of hand is more like dexterity with your hands.
well, like a performance, maybe.
I prefer deception if possible.
Okay. Based on like the tone, like the volume
You're a
of the
little
different.
close or
Yeah,
loud.
your
on
mic is different now.
Oh, how's that?
There we go.
much better.
Okay. I was gonna say, based on like the tone of the room, which side is winning, the judgment or the not judgment side?
The argument does not seem to be shifting anywhere. They just seem to keep repeating the same things over and over again.
So it's like a stalemate.
Yeah.
Like, you remember, they just love to argue without actually doing anything according to.
That's true. The Locust did say that. Is there any way I can like sort of make my way through the crowd and kind of like push myself gently through them?
Yeah, you can. I'd say you'd have stealth with advantage, so it'd just be a straight roll because of the armor.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay, I'm back. Did we die?
No, they're still
No.
arguing, and
No.
he's gonna try to sneak out.
No one
Oh.
died,
I'm gonna
damn
wait
you.
and see how he does before I try to deceive anyone.
So we're sneaking around. Do I see this?
I'm trying to get the fuck out of Dodge,
Yeah, he's
so
gonna try to sneak out of the ring.
Are we going to the left? Because that would be the closest to where you are. Or are you gonna try to push through to the inner room?
I'm just
Or to
trying to
the
get
right?
the. Jesus Christ, bro. I don't know, man. I just want to get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, but where
I'm
would we
having
go in this
flashbacks to
chaos?
Nam.
How about we make him roll a four-sided dice to decide which room he's trying to get to?
Well, we'll see what happens first.
Yeah, in the middle of the chaos.
All right, here we go.
Cool.
There you go. So you
Okay,
find like
not
a
bad.
gap, like where some people are like trying to start forming a line between the sides, and you kind of just like squeeze straight through it. And you're now mostly grouped up with everyone like up here by the door you came in.
Okay. I'm gonna just say to them, we need to get the fuck out of here.
I don't think that's the way a cleric should talk.
You don't know my god, thank you. First of all, through all
Language
things God
society has a
Where
point.
people are fighting. Let's leave.
through all things, anything is possible through God. First of all, so you don't know my God, so that's possible.
All right, fair enough. Let's go.
Maybe it's the God of swearing. You don't
Are you
know.
go back the way you came? Or you're gonna go to the next door.
Can we
hell
not-
No.
Yeah, can we go this way? I guess since it's closest.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'd say
I
if you
think
go
that
this
too.
way, you probably won't have to roll
lead the way
stealth.
since I'm
If
actually
you want to
right
go
by
across,
that door.
I'd make you roll a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
So you want to go this way without rolling?
Yeah, let's go that way.
And I'll be the first through since I was closest to that door already, anyways. If that
Alright.
matters.
Let me flip some pages again.
I stay so much at the back of this group that I'm thinking checking all of you out.
What about checking us out?
That I stay
mean-
behind the rest of the group so much that I think Bagur is just checking them out, like just
I
looking at
think
them.
because I'm probably the person in third a lot. All you can see of me is probably my hat.
It makes me
Possibly.
very uncomfortable.
Possibly.
The Bargar thing.
When I know that, flagging my hips a little bit.
Oh God,
Alright.
this got really gay really quickly.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, all of you are very weird.
So
Sorry,
I mean,
this room is it's tiled, but it's not necessarily mosaic, I guess. But images kind of float through the floor.
So is it like the monster one?
Um,
Do you get the same feeling from it?
these images do not seem to react to your presence.
And that's
Um,
all?
And there are some arcane symbols that somebody could try to decipher to get a better idea of what's going on.
Alright, I'll do that then.
I'm gonna help him.
what kind of images are is the floor displaying?
God, you help me.
Yep, he's about to tell us.
Hey, my family studies magic for a living, so
So
I
these
think I
are
know what some of this is.
it's almost kind of like something went wrong during a scry kind of spell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit jumbled up, but if you spend about 10 minutes here, you could probably get a random observation about a random place inside the maze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help out with that.
There's no one else in this room?
Not at this moment.
Maybe we can take a short rest here and maybe learn something about the maze.
I mean, sure, we do have to eat.
That's true.
Yeah,
All right.
It's lunch now.
Yeah, good point. I'll let me put my rations up.
Does this count, like the 10 minutes that we're going to spend for this? Can that go into the short rest, or would that count as too much?
I'd say because it requires a lot of concentration, you wouldn't be able to roll hit dice if you were trying to use the tiles. But you'd get all the other benefits of a short rest.
Would
I'm
since I'm helping him, would I not be able to either?
Now that you kind of understand how it works, you probably wouldn't have to help him if he wanted to be the one
Okay.
to do it.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
have to
I'll
hit.
do it.
I don't have to roll hit dice, so I can look at the tiles,
Okay.
and I
And
still
I'll
get my animal form back, right?
All right, so I have a question about hit dice because I never fully understood it. How does it work?
They're kind of an extra resource you can use to heal during short rest. So you have one for every level that you have, and you can spend them during short rest to heal. But you only get like about half your level back when you do a long rest. So like over the course of a week, maybe you'll run out and you won't be able to heal during short rest anymore.
Okay, so if I used one now, then when we take a long rest, I'd get one back.
Yes.
And then next level, I'd get two back because it'd be 4. Okay, cool. I'm only missing one, though. I don't need to do that.
Well, I'm just about topped off, so I'm not going to die, hopefully, anytime soon.
Yeah, well, you were full before you almost died last time. So.
That's true, but I didn't die. I want to point that out.
And this is why we
Alright.
have plenty of healing.
It is on the
Or
record.
Yes. And I also have almost no spell slots left, so that's fun.
Okay, so for whoever is looking at the tiles, it takes about 10 minutes to interpret like the randomness of what you're seeing and try to assemble it into an image.
Yeah, I'm doing that, right? Nobody
I
else was.
Whoever is,
I
you're
was.
probably all going to see the same thing, at least for the first 10
Sure.
minutes.
Okay. Go for it.
So, you see kind of the room that you're getting images of is a little clean. It's like the walls are just all white. And laying in the middle is like a crinkled paper mache mushroom kind of man. It's partially unfinished. There's like exposed chicken wire and wooden struts visible on one side. But you see it like get up and move towards somebody else in the room who like laughs and cackles and dodges out of the way and leaves the room through a different door. And the last thing you see is just like there's like a little sign next to it with some words on it, and Bagor can't read it, but it says "A Body" by Jessa Blatchman.
I whisper to Megger. I don't need a whisper, but I'm going to anyways. It says a body by Jessup Black.
Thank you. Not that I can't read, no, right. But thank you, anyways. If we go to that room, will we recognize the door that person used?
I'd imagine so, since
Probably.
distances.
They're like, since the walls are all plain white, it is a little bit tough to get your bearings in there,
Mhm.
but you could probably figure it out. And
Because
since
it
you
says
spent
on the
10 minutes, I'm gonna roll
wall,
an encounter check.
embodied by Jessup Blatchman, right? Like it's on the wall.
Wait, what?
It says a body by Jessup Blatchman on the wall, right?
It was no, it was like a kind of sure, you could say one of the walls had it, like a
All
sign.
right, so that would be the way we would know which door they went through.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Do y'all want me to edit that into the quest and notes, or should we just leave that be as just one of the rooms that we're gonna stumble across?
Hmm, I don't think it's necessary. Maybe we can make a note to remember. But since we don't know where it is, I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
Okay.
So as you guys are kind of just like sitting around, some of you are in the middle of the room staring at the floor, and the rest of you are like tending to your wounds and stretching or whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
since I'm not don't need really need to heal, and I'm not looking at the floor. I'm trying to keep a watch on both doors in case people come in.
you hear around 10 minutes into your rest, um, some of the birdmen come from the room you just came, and like they're like still arguing. There's four of them. They're still arguing, and they actually just don't pay you any mind, and they're still arguing about we should capture them. No, we'll just let them go, and they just walk on straight through the room.
Move.
With my disguise kit, would I be able to blend in with them?
Um,
Depending on how I rolled, of course, but
I'd say the mask would be a pretty difficult thing to replicate with what you've got. The disguise kit isn't necessarily have like feathers and like stuff to use that you'd make construct a beak out of. It's more of like makeup and stuff like that.
all right. So there's four of them, right? And they're just going through.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, they're not like you're kind of concentrating. But as far as you can tell, they're in the middle of an argument and they're just not paying you any attention.
All right. So I guess never mind then.
So that was the first 10 minutes. You guys end up coming out of your vision at this point, and just trying to keep like the jumbledness all in your head. You do have like a minor headache, and you probably have like disadvantage on skill checks for about 10 minutes.
Good thing we're spending the rest of the time
Yeah,
short
so then we
resting.
got
Right?
another 20 minutes left in the short rest.
But then in this case, let's do it only one of us so that we can like switch.
Oh, you want to keep looking at different rooms?
Yeah, I want to keep looking. It's gonna be useful.
Sure.
Okay.
In that case, I'll go the next round, and you can take care of your headache, and then
Okay.
you'll go the next one, and I'll lay down or whatever, eat lunch.
Okay, I will have you make a Constitution saving throw as you just try to kind of keep your concentration with the headache.
Wait, who?
I think Leaf said he was
Since
going to do it.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Is the saving throw? Oh, found it. Never mind.
Yeah,
12?
you managed to keep your concentration through it.
Okay, cool.
This is a room with red pillars. You see a a small, semi-transparent, ghost-like boy with black eyes just sitting there.
What the fuck?
But somehow you feel, just like looking into this room, you feel a little bit safer and a little bit more comfortable.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time? My brother messaged me about his doctor's appointment.
So it's a room with red pillars with a small, semi-transparent ghost-like boy with black eyes who's kind of just sitting there. But just the presence of the room makes you feel a little bit safe.
Well, the last time I tried to say something, I fucked it up. So you guys can have a turn.
This is just what I'm seeing through the.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is he able to notice that we're scrying on him though?
He didn't seem to react in any way.
Okay. Then I won't try to commune with the other side. See, that has two meanings because he's dead.
About 20 minutes into your short rest, you guys that are kind of keeping watch hear something in the wall. We'll say the north wall for convenience.
No one's gonna do anything with that information.
I'm
have,
just trying to think real quick.
Yeah, I'll have you guys
I
roll
don't-
perception to try to look in that direction.
Not me though, because I'm in my trance thing,
Right.
right?
There we go.
I see into another dimension.
And I just barely see it.
Because of your headache, Bagor, you actually have disadvantage, so you can't.
So 7, I don't even see it.
Do I have a headache?
No,
He's like-
you weren't trying to interpret the floor.
Regular's like,
So you guys like up near where the ceiling meets like the vine covered walls. You think you see like eyes and maybe movement, and it's kind of circling along the corners of the ceiling and the wall.
Like looking
Okay.
at us, or just there.
Um,
Can we tell?
And while we're looking, is it like a creature or?
I think this thing is actually pretty aggressive. It's probably going to attack you and interrupt your short rest.
It's like a wall monster from Zelda.
So those of you that rolled hit dice, temporarily subtract that back from your total.
Okay.
real quick. So after this fight, do we just have to rest the last 10 minutes for that, or do we have to restart?
I haven't decided yet.
Alright,
Because
that's
like
cool.
the Oku walking through, not necessarily all encounters are going to be hostile. It might just kind of be how I'm feeling it each time. But for now, everyone throw a token on the board about where you are.
Actually said I was on the north, so I probably would have backed up a bit from there.
Yeah, I'm probably looking right next to you, so I'll be here, I guess.
The tiles were in like the
Sure.
middle, right? So I guess I'd be right around there.
And I was close to Leaf because I also did one of those visions, so I'm gonna be close to him.
I might actually have a terrible token for this.
Oh god.
The fuck is that?
It's a gremlin on steroids.
So it kind of just jumps through, like out of like it it it's weirdly like fitting through the cracks in the wall on the ceiling, and it just like jumps straight out in order to start combat. It is a hideous mutated being that is like a little bit plant based, a little bit like bestial. It's disgusting. It's gross.
I didn't see it coming. Do I roll initiative or
Yeah, definitely roll initiative.
okay?
Does anybody have halfling luck?
Yeah, I do. I can't share. Oh wait, I know I don't have the feet. That's what you're talking about. No.
I'm not the last one on the list. Yeah.
I didn't put the.
How'd you pull that off?
I don't know. I don't know.
You
I'll
saw
have
it,
two
and then you're
people
like,
who were on alert.
You're the
are
only one
last.
you're the only one rolling hit dice, so maybe you were like you saw it, but you like were tangled up in your own bandages.
I've done that before. It's okay.
The ones that didn't see it are the ones that go first.
To be fair, it is closer to you.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think we would have noticed it jumping right in front of us.
There is an auto sort function on that, by the way.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I think you click on the gear there, and yeah, you can sort by ascending or descending.
That is correct.
Okay, cool. But you guys can start. So this like starts like screeching, in like a clicking sound, and just like jumps out at the wall at you. It's obviously aggressive, so we can start the turn order with Leaf.
Alrighty. It takes an action to draw my swords, yeah?
No, you can draw one of them each turn.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna draw my short sword. And okay, so is Bagheera close enough to get the sneak attack?
No, they'd have to be within 5 feet.
Oh, so just one square closer. Actually, can I hold my turn until Bagheera's turn then? Oh, but he's a druid. He won't move close. What am I thinking? Oh, he could. I'll just be quiet.
I'd probably let you hold like your action, but I don't know if I want you to move your whole turn.
Right. So, like, to attack him, I could hold until Bagheera goes.
But if
Yeah,
the
but, like,
monster
move
never
closer.
enters the range, you wouldn't be able to. So you'd have to.
Oh, so you want me to move first and
Right.
then let him do that? Okay.
Yeah, better that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? You want to use a bonus action or anything? Probably not much you can do.
No, I think I'm good for now.
Okay. Bagor?
Okay. I didn't get my animal shape back, right?
Right, you haven't benefited from the short rest yet.
If I draw my sword, I cannot attack this same turn, right?
You can.
Yeah, I can?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to come 2, 3, 4, 5. I can make it here.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm gonna attack it. Or that will be flanking, right?
Yes, so you could have advantage. And Leaf, you can also make your attacks. Or your one attack.
Alrighty.
And I haven't actually used it, so I just click on my weapon and it will attack, right?
Yes.
All right. 13 and an 18.
This thing is pretty fast. So normally you'd think you wouldn't be able to hit, but with the advantage provided by it being trying to defend itself on two flanks, you do 6 points of damage to it.
Yes.
All right, and I did mine with the sneak attack.
Yeah.
I
So
already got advantage because of the flanking, but I would have had advantage because he hadn't had a turn yet.
yeah. So you would auto crit this turn, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So that's
That's
20.
that's the most casual
you got
yet for crit.
big dice rolls too. So 20 plus 12 is 32 plus the dex bonus of 30. So you managed to do 35, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the thing is I get one good attack per like whole battle, so I have to make it count.
You hit him so hard that you break your hand for the rest of the battle.
Yeah, I sprained something. I'm like, there goes my shoulder.
Athos, it's your turn.
All right. So I get my longbow out. Clearly, I just debating which way to go because right now I figure I'd probably have cover or light cover, whatever it is.
Maybe like half
Please
covering,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is when someone's in the way. I'll go this way, I think, and I presume the spell's Hunter's Mark is run out at this point, and I don't think I'm gonna recast it right now.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do 2 normal bow attacks on it.
All right.
So a 13 and a 15.
It managed to dodge your first attack, but you do hit your second attack.
I roll max damage on both of those.
Just out of curiosity, and for future reference, do you get flanking if it is
Ranged?
Thank you. Yes.
No.
No, it's only for melee.
Okay.
I think I remember seeing somewhere that someone had a way to get that, but it's not common.
Oh, so
And
it's
I
like
can't
a
remember.
feat or something.
I think it was a class feature somewhere, but I don't remember who or what.
Because I
okay.
forgot to, at this point when it takes a hit, it's going to use its reaction. And those of you that are around it need to make dexterity saves as it's like spewing this disgusting, vile vomit juice out of its mouth. And it like spins.
Oh.
Well, natural
Nice.
20.
Whoops. I clicked it twice and I didn't save on either
Oh
one.
no.
Damn.
Is there any way I could like give him a little bit of mine since I don't
No,
need that?
unfortunately. But then it gets its turn, and it definitely got severely damaged, and it might have bit off more than its chew. It's going to use the disengage action and use its
Wait,
climbing.
what is that?
Did Bagor take any damage?
I'll get to that in a sec. I don't think it actually does damage.
Like probably paralyzing or something.
Wait, what does disengage do?
Disengage is an
to-
action anybody can take instead of like attacking or casting a spell, and it prevents opportunity attacks.
Doesn't it only
Oh, so I can hit it.
opportunity attacks on the first step of movement? Or is that or am I thinking of a different system?
No, it doesn't say that. It just says when you leave your opponent's threatened square or something, you don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Very realized.
So it uses its movement and its climbing speed to climb back up into the ceiling and away from view. It
So
crawls like weirdly like shifts into a thin thing and just like squeezes in through the cracks that you guys would not be able to follow.
Are we able to fucking shoot it though?
that's what I was wondering too. But
I think at this point the combat's over.
since
No.
basically nothing happened to anyone besides Burger, does that mean we
Getting
only do
spit
need
on.
the 10 minutes to finish our short rest?
Maybe in this
Like,
case,
I literally
Bagor.
just walked up and stabbed it and it ran away. Like, that was the thing that happened.
To be fair, it did take like 40, 50 damage in one round.
Yeah, we're
Um,
kind of a dick with him.
this sticky liquid on you, you end up like vomiting and retching for like
Oh no.
30 seconds. And like you just feel completely drained at the end of it.
Ugh.
Like
do I lose hit points?
exhausted?
Well, according this, keep in mind like this book isn't written for 5th edition in particular, but we'll try using this and we'll see how it plays out. But it says you're gonna have about half strength for an hour.
Half strength for an hour?
Right. So normally your strength is like 16 or something.
I'm gonna be at 8. I'm gonna be at -1.
Just temporarily.
Oh my god. I feel so puny.
And like
trying to say
this
something
stuff
about me?
really smells. It doesn't wipe off very easily. It doesn't merge with water so you could wash it off. It's kind of stuck to you and it's giving off a weird smell.
Ugh. Okay, I'm not doing the next vision. I'm gonna sit down and try to remove as much as I can and be like in a cyclone
No one
of
has
Druidcraft
disadvantage
wind.
against haste.
Oh, I was
No, I don't
just
wanna
gonna
smell
ask
it.
that.
No.
I do have spare the dying though.
That's useful. Thanks.
Yeah, I've got healer kits which do the exact same thing.
I guess you're kind of just stuck being that way.
Yeah.
Does anyone have like a cleaning kit? Like, is that a thing?
I don't know, maybe that acid would have gotten it off of him.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, it's really tempting right now.
I've got a
You just stay over there.
I've got some wine. You want some wine, bro?
You know what? Yes.
Are you gonna try to wash it off with wine?
No, I
No,
was
I'm gonna
Oh, you're
drink
just
it.
gonna
drink it. Get drunk. Best way to pass the time. How much do I have left? I will give
Wait.
you half. What's
Didn't
up?
you already give me one of your wineskins?
I don't remember. It should be in your
From the
inventory if
very,
I
very
did.
beginning.
Let me see.
I've got 2 left, so
No, I don't have wineskins over here.
right. Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
I
take
will.
I'm gonna go full drunken aunt
I'm
and
just
drink
gonna
like
give you
straight up
one.
there. I'm gonna be day drunk by the time this is over.
Because that surely isn't a bad idea.
Make an extra dexterity saving throw, Bagor.
Me?
Yeah, Bagor.
Dexterity?
Saving, right?
Yeah.
Maybe getting drunk wasn't the best idea.
That's oh no.
And
Like
it's
you end up
perfect.
like getting quickly drunk, and you end up spilling some on yourself, and you happen to notice that the wine dissolves the stuff really well.
It does? Cool.
So he needed a low dexterity.
Apparently.
That's crazy. That's really smart.
The DC was 2.
I mean, the
Um,
DC for not spilling was probably
Yeah,
8 or
yeah.
something.
okay, if I see that, I'm gonna try to pour the rest on me. And then I'm gonna be like, okay, smell me.
Uh,
I'll
Oh.
pass on that.
I mean, you still like vomit and wine put together. Why would we?
Come on, it's not big deal. Like, come on, smell me.
It's like dogs smell me all the time. Do it.
That's
Fine, fine.
Like,
I'll go up
it-
and smell. I'll go up, like, and try to act as if I'm smelling him without actually doing so.
I would like to roll for that to see if he does.
Yeah, deception.
I mean, he kind of he's like
Whoa.
he didn't inhale at all. He just like walked up, like said, "Oh yeah, did you say anything when you pretended to smell him?"
Well, I was gonna say, whether or not I smell him, I'm gonna tell him he smells horrible.
Yeah, he just kind of just
Yeah.
walks up and like scoffs and says, "You smell horrible."
Do I have to roll against that too?
You,
No, right?
Only
I
if you
guess
want to.
could. If you have literally any positive bonus at all, you'll succeed.
Just for the fun of it.
See just how much he reads into it.
Nat
Yeah,
one.
no.
Nat
My
one.
perception is +2, so even with a nat 1, I would still see it. I'm just gonna step real closer. Come on, smell me.
Beggar, sit. We need to finish our rest.
I was just about to ask, did we get our can I get my hit points now?
Let me roll one more encounter check. Yeah, nothing major happens this time. So, even though like you guys were like super packed with adrenaline for a second, it didn't really interrupt your long rest.
Yeah.
Or your short rest. Sorry.
Yeah, when he goes up and like right in my face, I do not in fact start gagging somehow, barely.
Well, it
Yeah,
actually
you
did
say.
do like a very good job of like decomposing whatever liquid was on him. Though
still
he
smells like
does
vomit
very
and
much smell
wine.
like wine.
Well, he threw up too. Yeah.
Well, like
Yeah.
that was easier to wash off his own vomit than the gross sticky vomit from the monster.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay.
I'm still sitting down with Druidcraft making wind all over me. Like, I don't want to smell anything.
You should have tried a bottle of that and used that instead of the acid thing.
Well, a lot of it's been kind
Oh,
of.
I know. I was just saying, out of character, like
Yeah.
thinking back, like, damn it, I just want to kill it even more.
Were you going to try a third attempt at the scry during the last 10 minutes?
I'm not. I want to heal my headache.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not either. I was busy trying to take that smell off me.
And I'll say that just because you got rid of it, you'll only have half strength for half an hour instead.
All right.
You recover much faster.
Do you want me to modify my strength in the meantime?
No, don't worry about it, because we don't want to forget.
Okay.
It's better to forget that you didn't have fast strength, probably. So, you guys feel a little bit better overall, although, you can't really feel great. And where are you headed?
Not back into the birds, I would say. So south.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of
Really
choice.
the only option.
I mean, unless someone has magically gained the ability to phase through walls and chase after that thing.
Let me check. Nope, not yet.
Okay.
How can you know, Becker, unless you try to face through that wall?
Yeah, no, I didn't even move. I was like, let me try. Nope.
You guys see no apparent doors, so this appears at first glance to be a dead end. And this is overgrown, like vines on the walls, like every other room you've seen so far in the gardens. But around the other side of the room, there is a tomb. It's like a rock cracked sarcophagus that's got like plants intertwined around it.
So the bird people came through here a while ago. Can I try to see if they left any tracks or where they went? Since unless we see them around in this room, but it doesn't sound like we do.
Yeah, that I forgot that I said that. So they are in here. Um, they're still arguing. Except now they're arguing about the meaning of the laughter that they hear. As you guys approach a little bit, you can hear a cackling laughter seeping through kind of the west and south walls.
I talked to everyone before we really get close enough to the what are they? The bird people.
The Ookla.
Before
Oku.
Oku, that's right.
So I pull everyone aside and say, "Listen, there's 4 of them. There's 4 of us. If we kill them and dress in their clothes, we can sneak in through that room however the hell we want."
And do what with the bodies?
I mean,
Eat them.
there's a cracked sarcophagus right there.
What did they do to us?
Well, 2 of them at a minimum, 2 of them wanted to kill us. So I mean, that's already 2.
How do you know they wanted to kill us?
Why else would they try to rejudge us?
That doesn't mean anything. Maybe they're just trying to follow the will of what their god wants. Or whoever she is
If
to
that's
them.
what it was, they wouldn't have argued with you.
I'm not going to be ambushing 4 people in an argument.
Why not? That's the best time to ambush someone.
No, absolutely not going to happen. It's not a fair fight. It's not honorable.
All right, well, you know what? I'll ambush them, and then you guys just join once everyone's fair.
I'm going to cross my arms, and I'm not going to join in.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm grabbing Leaf by the neck of the shirt and like, hey, no, don't move.
Okay, fine. I mean, I don't think I could take all 4 of them, but I think 3 of us could take 4 of them.
I feel super wimpy right now. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to help you.
I wonder if that would carry out of character. I wonder if that would carry over to your beast forms.
Out of character, I wonder if Balefit would.
that.
I was wondering if Balefit would actually heal the enemy.
Yeah, like I kind of was wondering the same thing.
I feel like I might actually want to help them because at that point we would be the bad guys.
Would we though? Because they're not.
Look.
They're serving someone who's literally like, what is it, Alpha Dark?
She was never overtly hostile. In fact, she was kind of polite. She answered our questions. She said we needed to leave. When we didn't leave, she then was going to escort us out. She was never overtly hostile to us.
She was slow, but that's not a crime.
demon.
I didn't hear what she said.
No,
Oh,
that she was really slow, but not really hostile.
I think this is probably more of an RP situation than a combat situation, out of character.
yes, I agree with that mostly, but we do need to get through that other room without dying, and so I figured
Um,
I'm just
Maybe
gonna
we
Yeah.
can
plan
make
ahead.
them
We
argue
can
about
we can
something else.
RP it and then attack them.
okay, so if we RP it with them, and if they engage us, then we can fight them. But if we antagonize them, or if we, try and trick them and they attack us, then I would deem that to be dishonorable.
You sure about this, Balfield? That's giving this guy much credit.
Exactly. We don't know anything about them. They haven't done anything to us. Yes, they may want to judge us, but this is a different culture we're dealing with.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they'd entirely forgotten about us by now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
I wasn't
also very
talking
true.
about something completely different. It's just
I wasn't
we
talking
have to-
about them. I was
no
talking
matter
about
what
you.
we do, we have to go back through that room because the way back leads directly through there. There wasn't any other doors that I can remember.
Well, I'm super interested about the sarcophagus. I want to see what's inside.
Sure, we could do that after we kill them.
DM, I would like to hold my action to cast Guiding Bolt at my highest level spell slot at Leaf if he
no.
attempts to attack them. Unhonorably.
This is either gonna be the best interaction we have or the worst.
Yeah, I don't know which direction to push this.
We could just
All right.
forget that they're there.
If we did end up killing them, would you be okay in dressing in the clothes?
Yeah, that's fine.
If I end up killing them, would you be willing to dress in the clothes?
It depends on how they are engaged. That's my point.
Okay.
It has to be honorable combat.
Fine. Okay. Fine.
So let's
Okay.
engage, or let's talk to them and see how it goes. How about that? Is that a compromise?
Yeah. Yeah. In that case, I'm going. Is there a way for me to stealth to the other side of the sarcophagus?
The
Like,
room
they're
is pretty
pretty
plain, but you
distracted,
could
though.
probably they seem to have their attention distracted enough so that you could probably make a stealth check and try to get a bit closer.
Still holding my action on Leaf.
Oh. I don't think God wants me to attack them.
Let me see what their passive perception is.
If it's positive, then they see him.
I mean, I still have to follow through with it. I'm still trying to sneak over
Yes,
there
so
as I.
they actually don't seem to
tripping over
turn
my feet.
away from their argument about the laughing. And you do get
Nice.
closer, and it's a little unnerving, but it's like on the other side of the wall, so you're probably okay.
I'm just gonna casually slink into that corner.
You get close to it. It is a little bit worn down, but it's still probably sturdy enough to withhold like just anything. And the what would be the lid of this sarcophagus would be pretty heavy, and definitely would require multiple people just being able to see inside of it.
It is cracked though, right?
Yeah, there's a couple cracks, but they're filled with like vines,
Oh, okay.
and they're like the vines are using the cracks as a guide to get up. They're not necessarily cracks straight through to the inside.
Wait, so the vines are coming from inside the sarcophagus?
No, they're more coming from the ground, and they're just like moving up
okay.
and over top of it.
Okay, cool. I thought we just found someone's soul.
Maybe we found the
still did,
lich.
but-
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Same. But first,
Out of
the
character.
bird
In
people.
character, I don't think I know to figure this out.
I think we would in character.
I mean, you might. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I might.
Yeah, you may do that.
I
because you're the
Pretty high,
cleric.
Athos, what are you gonna do with the I mean, not Athos, Leaf. What are you gonna do with the bird people?
I'm just gonna wait and let you talk to them. I wave at you to say like, go ahead and talk to them, like in a dismissive manner.
Last time I tried to talk to the bird people, they wanted to murder me.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
up, bro. You're up.
I'm talking to him. All right, fine. I step. My stealth was shit, anyways. Hey, do you guys hear that laughing? I don't even know.
Yeah, like they all like turn to you. Of course we do, but what does it mean? And like they kind of all just like caw and like chuckle to themselves about their own arguments.
Yeah, that is funny. What does it mean?
Well,
Does anybody else miss the Locust?
Yeah, I do.
they kind of ignore your question and they say, "What are you doing in here?"
Hey, asshole, I asked you a question first.
Am I hearing this?
Probably.
I don't think you'd hear my side because that's pretty far away if this is.
I don't know.
scale.
This is probably a small room that's echoing off the walls.
Yeah, but they're much louder than I am, and it's not like
Okay,
they all just went quiet.
I'm willing to roll for it.
Yeah, you
Do I
probably.
hear?
Yeah, you
Probably.
hear
Okay,
And they do
I'm
some
gonna
more
move closer.
like cawing and look at each other and do you want to like roll a persuasion with your question or like a intimidation or anything?
I'm gonna then apologize as I notice Balthiel getting closer, and I say, "Sorry, I'm a little frustrated right now, but would you please answer our question?"
Out of character, this is like me holding a gun to your back, and it's kind of funny, considering I'm the cleric of all people.
Yeah. So I think that switches it to persuasion.
You ever seen that screenshot of an anime that's a doctor with a gun, like I'm a healer, but and cocks the gun?
No, I've
I've
never seen that.
You're like that right now. Let me try to see if I find it.
I mean, we've got a cleric who believes in
So what
honorable
was your
combat.
question was
That's-
again like what does it mean?
Yeah, like I just wanted him to
one
argue
second.
again. I was just trying to pick a fight, but Balthiel heard me and got closer.
hmm I'm completely fine with blackmailing people as long as it's within my alignment. Like, I will blackmail you to be honorable, damn it.
One of them says, well, Yarrow seems to think that it's some got too many pages to look to. Another minute.
There we go. It's on the Discord.
Yeah, I see it. That's pretty great.
I love it. I'm saving that for future references. Sometimes you just got to get tough.
Know what they say? Tough love.
That's right. It's a tough alignment.
Um,
It's easy to be bad.
What is your alignment? Just
Chaotic
like-
good.
Chaotic good? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
chaotic neutral, so I guess that makes sense.
Is anyone here not chaotic?
Right.
Nope, I'm also chaotic good.
Wait, actually, I think I'm chaotic. I'm not actually sure. No, I'm
If
actually,
so,
I'm actually
that's
neutral.
good.
Good. Never mind.
Oh, that's not too bad.
the one of
So
them
you
says
should really be our moral compass.
that's horrible. One of them says Yarrow thinks that it's the laughing of the plumbing demon, and another one says, and Tutson thinks that it's the weeping of the crying lich.
Well, Tucson sounds stupid because this is clearly laughter.
This is like the
And
blue
one of them
dress,
says,
white
"Well,
dress
that's what
again.
I said." Caw, 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 caw.
I'm having flashbacks to the dress thing. Um,
Right? Yanni.
while they're talking, I want to come closer to the wall and see if maybe I can see where is that coming from.
The wall is pretty solid, so you, excuse me. You don't really get you can't really see through the wall, but it is definitely coming like from southwest of you, to some degree.
But it's still like laughter.
Yeah, it's definitely laughter. You don't know what those weird bird people are talking about.
Hmm.
So the crying lich, is that the same one that's being held back by the sleeping woman? Sorry, that wasn't in my roleplay voice, but it was meant
Right.
to be a roleplay.
Um, yes,
Data's.
we think he misses her dearly.
I see. So she's not single.
No, but Bagor is.
Somebody said my name.
And they end up kind of just like going back to their question of like, who are you and what are you doing here? And it turns out
Well,
that one of them is the one that Balthiel originally talked to.
yeah, I was about to say, oh, well, you remember our good friend Balthiel, the one who's hiding from Alpha. I remember her name. But I
Hiding.
don't
He's
remember
hiding from Alphadred. I thought she
Alphabet.
judged you.
Oh, right. Yeah, she totally did. Can I like do a reverse deception where like I'm deceiving them into thinking I'm
You're
lying?
trying to egg them into a fight.
Yes, he
Reverse
certainly
deception, like
is.
saying the truth.
But I don't think this is overt enough that like he'd attack me for it, right? This is the same thing he's doing to me.
That'd be
I
a
mean, that's up to
deception.
him. Okay. Okay.
Now, nat 20 on that insight roll.
Yeah, I'll probably. Um. So your goal is to make them think that you're lying, right?
Yes.
Well, if you haven't been judged by her, then we'll have to bring you to her. Make sure that she knows you're in our section of the gardens. Come with us.
I sigh.
Good enough for me.
All right. Well, Balthiel can lead the way then and talk to her once again.
Mm, yeah, no. You know.
Oh.
The cleric blinked first.
Alright, reroll initiative.
re-roll it again?
Yeah, for new combat.
Wait.
Oh, I
to
have to
select
click on the icon.
my
thing.
token.
Okay.
There we go.
Is everyone in?
Yep,
I'm in.
or I am.
Oh, some of these are duplicates of. No, it was only Balthiel that had an extra one in there.
Yeah, just me.
Okay. So we'll say that you, I guess, would get the surprise round. We'll let Balthiel act the only person the first time as a surprise round. So Balthiel can go first. We'll start at the bottom.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yellow. Fuck it.
Wash.
I'm going for this one back here.
Okay.
I was legit holding my breath.
That was almost meant for you, just by the way.
They're all linked. I forgot to mess with that again. I have to disconnect it from the sheet.
How do you do that?
I have to
Open
edit.
the token and just.
You have to edit each one and disconnect it. It's easier when there's 4 and not when there's like 20. Okay.
The longest part of it is the loading.
So you get a really good hit on that one, and it starts like glowing with the light that would make it easier for anyone else to hit.
Yep.
This Oku right here pulls out a spear. And runs up to, I guess, Bagor. And just tries to poke at him. Definitely gets a good hit on him.
21 hit. Yeah.
So 6 damage.
Six. Damn.
Next up is this one. Who will run forward, and also he's got like a sword and a buckler, and he tries to get at Leaf, who manages to do 8 damage. This third one here is going to end up casting Magic Missile.
Oh shit.
Just at a first level. So it'll send 1 dart to Bagor, Balthiel, and Leaf, just because you're all 3.
It's like a 1d4 plus 2 or something.
It's you guys each take 2 damage.
That auto hits, right?
Yes, there's no attack roll on that.
Yep.
All right.
Which
So
clearly makes it the best spell in the game.
Leaf, it is your turn.
All right.
That-
Leaf?
Like Bagor to me.
Bogor, yeah.
Yeah, I'm first.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still see
How?
extras in the initiative order. My bad.
I'm not that right. Oh,
Oh.
it was like yours, but it just skipped his turn, so it'll still be his, and then be Aethys.
Igor
okay.
just is off the list entirely now to my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it disappeared.
Which I've got the list. So Bagor.
I'm almost down to half of my health. I'm gonna go wolf. So let me like this. I'm gonna move this out of here. Do I have my full HP as a wolf
Yes,
or the
every
same
time you
12?
turn into it, it'll have full hit points.
Wait, how much was that? Where is the
Should be the maximum.
37? Okay, I'm at full. And I'm gonna get this one, and I'm gonna bite. Where is... No, this is my humanoid. There we are.
Definitely hits. These guys aren't very difficult to hit. Their bucklers sometimes makes it a little bit trickier than normally, but otherwise they're pretty easy. So you definitely bite a huge chunk off this guy's arm.
Great. If he's still alive, he
Yeah,
has
he's
to make
still
a
up.
sprint save.
He ends up getting dragged to the ground.
Yes! Alright, that's it. I don't have a lot more.
Hey, but Gore, for your attack roll, for your damage roll, it says 2d6 plus 3, but on the actual roll, it's 6 plus 3 plus 3. How did you get
the
that extra
2d6
plus?
plus 3.
Yeah, the
1d6
2d6
is
was
3.
the 6 and the 3.
Oh,
The
okay.
first
Okay.
two are the dice, yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking proficiency bonus for some reason. I was like, what?
I believe next is Athos.
Alright. If I move to here, will I be able to shoot the guy all the way on the left without any cover in the way?
Sure.
Wait,
Alright.
sorry to interrupt. Question, because I see something on my bite. It says description up to 2 creatures within 5 feet. Can I bite 2 at the same time?
That's probably wrong.
Yeah, because I was worried I was doing it wrong. Okay, continue. I'm gonna try to find that out. One sec. Where is the...
With the damage they can deal, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark again
Okay.
on the guy on the left.
This one will give you advantage on any attack rolls.
Yeah, that's the one I'm targeting.
Yep.
Copy that.
Less because you did that to him, more because he used the caster. Really.
It's because he used the guiding bolt.
Correct.
Yeah. And so drop that on him, and then shoot him twice. So 25 and 24 with the advantage.
Your first attack, with the actually just manages to kill him outright.
All right. I suppose technically I'd cleared it before that, so he wouldn't be
Yes,
able.
so you can make your second attack.
All right,
against the
and
second guy.
presumably this would be like 3/4 cover or something.
I'd say the sarcophagus is probably low enough; it'd just be half cover. But your
Well,
24.
either way, I rolled a 9
Oh,
because
right,
I don't have
right.
the advantage.
Yeah, that's right. So you end up like bouncing off the top of the sarcophagus. and he
Or
ducks under
I'm
it.
just gonna say I loosed both arrows before the first one hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds a lot cooler.
Now it should be Leaf's turn.
Yeah. All right. So, question: can I use my bonus action at the beginning of the turn?
Depends on what you're using it for.
Okay. I was wondering, can you use disengage to move, but then attack a different enemy?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do that because if I moved there, I would have had an.
No, you
No, you
wouldn't because you're
No,
not
you wouldn't have.
leaving its attack range.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll wait, and I'll just move there and attack the one that is prone on the ground.
Okay. You will have advantage for that.
Yeah,
Twice over.
and yeah, I'll just do it with the one sword I have.
Yeah, with Bagor's help holding it down, you have no trouble dealing lethal damage to it.
Okay, so
Dead.
now I'll disengage and get the fuck
Yes,
away.
you can do that. And the Oku that would have gone now, I think, is the one that
That-
got killed. So, back to Balthiel.
Okay, I am going to run up, and why not? I will give Cure Wounds.
Why not guide bolt leave? No.
I would straight up die. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
If I don't kill him outright, then he has a chance to kill what's his face, and I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with his mouth. So, whatever. Cure Wounds. I'm a healer.
I'm a healer, but
Doing that level 2? Alright.
Yeah, it's the only spell slot I have left. So you get 18 back.
18 back?
You get 18 back.
Whoa. Oh, but then you have your bonus thing, right?
It's a higher level.
Oh, okay. Well, my max is 21, so I only needed 11.
Oh, okay. Well, I only had a level 2 slot, so that's all I could do it. Yeah, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to move up ahead. I think I was here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then we've got two of these Oku. They'll all get split off. And we'll do the one versus Bagor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
that's a crit.
Yeah, it's going to be 13 damage total. As he
Alright.
swings the sword into you. But it's wolf damage, so.
I think that's their like third or fourth crit
Yeah,
success.
they're doing crazy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it didn't do anything weird. Yeah, because the one attacking Balthiel just misses completely. It like bounces
Oh,
off
yeah.
of your heavy armor.
Ting.
And we've got Bagor's turn.
Alright. I will get advantage, but it's too far. Alright, I'm gonna attack this one that's next to me. And I'm gonna do what I do best, which is bite him. There we go.
Definitely hits again, but this time he manages to stay standing.
Ah, so close. Alright, 11 points of damage.
Asses.
All right. I'll peek around this side of the sarcophagus, drop the mark on the one by Bagur, and then shoot it.
With the extra damage provided by your hunter's mark, that is enough to take that one out. And it is Leaf's turn.
Doesn't he still have another shot? I mean, not that.
No, he
No,
only
I only
gets
get
2 on the
attacks on my
first turn of
first turn.
combat.
Oh, okay.
On the plus side, that means when we're level 5, I'll have 3 attacks in the first round.
That's what's up. Anyways, if I dash as the bonus, what does that mean?
You can move double your movement speed instead of just single your movement speed.
Well, what's the negative to that?
It uses
You
your-
use your bonus action.
Oh, like that's literally it. Like
Yep.
I can move 70 feet. The end.
Yep.
Okay.
I think is it by default? I think dash is standard action.
Yeah, you can always use your standard action to dash, but rogue can use their bonus action to dash or
Right.
disengage.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just make sure.
Well, then let me count this out to see if I need to do that. I do not need to do that. Because I'm circling around him too, so I have to count the ones
Yeah.
around. Yeah. Okay.
So you've
And
got
then-
advantage as you try to get this guy and finish him off.
Oh yeah, and I pulled out my other sword as well,
Okay.
since I'm allowed to do that.
Yep. And you haven't
And
used your
then-
bonus action, so you can.
Finish
Yeah.
him.
Well, I mean, it's not damaged yet, right?
Right.
There's
That's
two of
full
you
health.
before his turn.
We
so-
believe in you. The power of friendship.
Our friendship sucks.
Oh shoot! Sneak
With
attack
advantage.
of the-
Yeah. So with advantage, you definitely get the first strike in for 14 damage. And your second strike doesn't get the sneak attack damage, but it does get the crit of
3 points.
3. So 14 plus 3 is 17.
Tell me it's enough. Tell me it's
No,
enough.
it's like almost enough. You like cut its hamstring and it's like on its knees.
You need
Everything
to do your
else is
strength
like
bonus damage to it, and it'll fall.
Balthiel.
All right. I'm not a melee, but I will do my best. Here we go. Oh, what the fuck?
That is you just it's like you like Leaf hamstrung it and it's like it like fell onto its knees and you just like bashed its chin and its mask like flies
Fucking
off
Christ.
its face, revealing like a pretty much human face. It just like falls over unconscious and dead.
Yay.
I have a feeling he kind of let that one slide rather than actually went over.
All right. Can we loot the bodies?
Yes, please.
Yes.
And then I will bless them before we impersonate them.
Yes.
Bless the bodies or bless the loot?
Both,
Yes.
I guess.
So
Definitely
I
the
guess
bodies.
do we just each take one body? And
We're group looting, aren't we?
Oh, that's right.
I mean, we can all investigate one body and then we'll sort of, because it doesn't matter, because we can't. There aren't any merchants here except for that lady.
Sure, but I mean, you never know what they have on them.
That's true. We can group. We can decide as a group. I think we're fair, or I'm
Alright.
fair. Fuck the rogue.
Whatever. I play by the rules. I play
One
by
of
your
us here
rules,
isn't
man.
good.
My
I
bad.
dropped my headphone as you were saying whatever though.
You what?
I think he
dropped
just said he
my
couldn't hear
headphones.
whatever because he dropped his headphones.
Ah,
One of them had about 48 gold pieces assorted in like some gold, some silver, and some copper. Another one had around 15 gold worth of like kind of just a couple small rubies and gems and like some diamonds in a small pouch. It's only like 15 gold, so it's just like a couple.
Real quick, we got gold earlier, right? From one of our other encounters. Who's keeping track of that?
I think for before
I'm
you
putting him
split
in
it
right
up-
now.
Yeah, but the
I
last
think-
time we killed something before the plants, Balthiel was the one looting that. It was the son of the Medusa.
No, I'm the one who rolled for that.
Oh,
But I swear there was something that gave us gold besides that, and I don't remember us putting it anywhere.
maybe the plant.
I don't
haven't-
remember.
We haven't really
Maybe
killed a
not.
lot
Are
of
those
things.
those are the only two
Um,
counters we've
does-
had. Huh?
does anybody mind if I take the holy water?
That
No, go
seems
ahead.
sensible.
Does anybody else want it?
No, if anyone can use it, is you.
Please take it.
So those were the 4 rolls there. This 48 gold, about 15 gold worth of gems, 1 holy water, and about 41 gold on the last guy.
Well, as the others are looting, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing and looking around at the walls to see if there's anything, like mostly secret doors or something, but pretty much anything that I would happen to notice.
By the
I'll
way,
help 'em.
I went out of wolf form so that I can help because I don't have thumbs.
Okay.
Like we're done looting, right? So I'll just help them with that then.
Yes, I believe we're done.
Oh wow.
So everybody gets 22 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper.
I need a drink, but you guys, I don't believe there's anything that can be found about the walls that's special, no hidden doors or anything. So I'll be right back.
Right.
How much gold did you say?
1 second.
22 each.
22 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper.
Because I'm poor. Give me 2 gold.
I have literally
5
0
silver.
because I gave away all my gold to that naked lady in the painting.
How much copper was it? Sorry.
5.
5. Thank you. There we go.
Oh, never mind. I found it.
So I am keeping the 15 gold pieces of gemstones in the bag. Maybe we can sell them to the lady, unless we just want to split them up. I don't know if he's actually giving us the gold value or gemstones that are worth that much.
No, he said that it was gemstones that are worth more or less 15.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to sell those somewhere, I would imagine.
Maybe when we get out of here.
So on the items list, the CPSP, what's EP?
Electrum.
Electrum. It's worth more than gold, but less than platinum, if I remember.
Yeah,
It's
it's
between
like
silver and
yeah,
gold.
EP is gold.
Silver and gold? Okay.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember the exact number.
So it's out of
actually.
order then. Okay, so it's
Okay.
5 copper. What silver?
Just on to come.
5 copper, 2 silver.
2 silver, 5 copper, 22 gold.
All right, cool. I got that.
I said that all out of order.
It's fine. This whole thing.
Math is hard.
Alrighty, and I'm assuming part of the loot is their outfits. Is there any armor bonus to those?
Definitely not. It's mostly just cloth robes. Some of them have like holes in them with blood spurts around them now. But it's mostly
would I be
surface wool.
able to hide that with the disguise kit? Use part of the stuff I have for disguises to kind of fix it up.
Yeah, maybe.
What would I roll for that?
Probably
Wouldn't you roll the tool?
roll your disguise kit.
I'd say I did a pretty damn good job.
Yeah, definitely.
What modifier did you use?
Dexterity? That's what it says on there. I mean, even if without,
Yeah,
it's...
I think.
Oh, yeah,
with,
no, I was just curious.
proficiency, it's close enough. Because
Yeah, no, I was just curious.
yeah, we might have used like a different mod or different stat, but I think it doesn't matter in this case.
I mean, I can
So-
look for future reference.
When whoever it is has gotten the robes and cloaks and such off of them, I'm going to go over to one and pick it up and raise my arms all the way up, holding it by the top, and kind of look down and it's like, so can anyone here actually sew?
Not me. And I'm going to continue blessing the bodies.
I mean, I can try. I'm pretty good with my hands, if you haven't noticed.
Whoa.
Oh, Bogor noticed.
Yeah, I did.
If you want to, that'd
It's not my
be like
hands he
a.
was looking at.
You could just roll a dexterity
Oh,
check.
Jesus.
Okay.
So it actually. So I'm not walking on it if I'm wearing it.
Yeah, he ends up mostly just cutting a lot of the bottom and kind of just hemming it to look mostly even. Does a decent job of it. And like kind of
Now
stitching
that I
up
think
some of
about
the armpits to get like the cloth to fit right.
And can I use the extra cloth like as part of the same roll to make Bagheera's longer? Since he's tall?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be gigantic on
Sure.
that.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Alright.
Um,
Well, let's go back. See
well,
what happens.
you also don't forget there's also still the sarcophagus. I don't know if you guys were curious about that before.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm very curious about it, but I'm thinking I have to go to bed soon. It's
Yeah.
1 a.m. over here.
Ew.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright,
Well,
that's fine.
maybe we'll just end it here and say sarcophagus or other room as the note or something.
Sarcophagus / slaughterhouse.
I'm not even the one who started it.
You kind of were.
You were the first person to roll initiative. I'm just saying that in my defense.
Okay.
You two played chicken and the cleric playing first.
I was willing to go with him. I don't give a fuck. We can all die. We'll all die together. I'll make sure of it.
Well, I'll do
I'm
my
taking you all
damnedest
down
to
with
keep
me.
you alive.
Don't piss off the cleric. So I guess we'll hold on to the gems. Do I need to add anything else to the bag of holding?
Probably not at this time. I assume you guys carry the mask with you, but unless you want like some bucklers, a couple used like swords and some spears.
Guys,
I'm
do we want
assuming
any?
none of the weapons are magical or anything.
They don't seem to be arcane from what you can see on them.
Alright.
We're good.
How do you spell sarcophagus?
SARCOPHAGUS.
That sounds
I
right.
think.
Actually, there's not any reason for me not to grab one of the bucklers in case I do end up going melee.
All right. Let me put it back.
Well, I mean, he
I'll
can
put it on my
put it
sheet.
in his own inventory.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, what were all the options on that? I was typing.
Spears, bucklers, used swords.
What kind of swords?
Just short swords, probably.
Same as what I already have on my
Yeah.
one. Are they nicer, newer?
They probably aren't as well kept as yours. So maybe
Alright,
they got
well,
like
then
extra
never mind.
dinks in them and stuff.
This is our third session in here?
Like, or
Fourth?
Yeah,
maybe?
this is the
are
fifth
you
Third
session
in the dungeon.
overall.
campaigning or in the game?
Oh no, just in the dungeon.
It's our
It's
third
like
in the dungeon.
third and fourth.
Third.
Okay. Just curious.
Any questions before we sign out?
Nah, I'm good.
No, not really.
I'm good.
No.
Alright, well, good night, everyone.
All right, see you guys
Alright.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you in a week, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Adios. Bye.
Alright. Sleep well.